We are live on both Twitch and YouTube currently, and I believe I also gave you the permission to record
Oh
over on
yeah.
Zoom, just in case
Recording in
we
progress.
say anything funny.
That rocking chair would look great.
Cannot be friends until the mics are hot.
That's the
That is how our
rules.
friendship works.
Dem's the rules.
We're gonna stop talking in the kitchen when you come over. Like, no, you shut up. We're not friends until it's content.
Honestly, though, we do need to have Elijah on an episode at some point, just because a lot of that banter was very good that we were having upstairs, and I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah. There are times I wish there was a mic in the kitchen.
Content. That's what we should do, a podcast that's a separate one on Patreon called Mike in the Kitchen.
That's a good one. It's so easy to set up too.
Yeah.
I could
Just set up like
there.
an area mic inside the kitchen, and it's just like captures the group, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you just hang out, like get some Wawa or some shit.
Anybody who walks through the kitchen or comes in the door is just on the show.
That would work. Get an Amazon delivery. Do you want to come on the podcast?
Yeah, right.
Mike's in the kitchen.
Promise. You're famous now.
Yeah. And we'll have to get at least one co-host by the name of Mike.
Mike in the kitchen.
Mike in the kitchen. That's the theme.
I like it.
What's up, CLD?
Rules suck. They do.
Talking about rules sucking for. What are we talking about rules?
Something
say
we just said.
Did we say something about rules?
It's all again, fever dream. Whatever we say, 5 minutes later, like what?
Just gone.
What are we talking about?
Head empty.
Yep.
Man, this is gonna be a longer episode, I think. Not like long, but like longer than we've been doing, comparatively.
Maybe. It depends on how long we spend on the headlines.
Yeah. There's a decent bit to talk about like Fortnite and shit, just because the one article I posted, it's just like in depth as fuck, and I might need to just like pull that up and like read from it. But there's that, there's sad news, there's medium tier news, there's exciting news, there's even more exciting news with media that you can watch. There's some cool gadgets. Stuff. Like, we got fucking shit to talk about, man.
I'm excited about it.
How you feeling, though? You've been sick, right? Or are you better?
A little bit. I'm better now, but I don't know. I think it was like a 24-hour bug. Something got me, like, good. I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
This was, what day? Thursday? This was Tuesday. And, everything's going according to plan. Well, actually, this was Monday or two. I don't remember what day it was because I've been off. I went to work once this week.
Lucky man.
Yes and no. I just wasn't feeling good because I came home and then we were like, the weather was okay, so we were like kind of cleaning up the yard from the long winter. It looks like a hurricane hit it because I swear when it gets cold, we're just like, well, no one goes in the yard anymore, and we just let the weather take its course. So there's just branches that fell, leaves everywhere. So we were cleaning up the yard, and as I'm coming, before I even get home, I'm on the way home, and like a dull headache starts to set in. And I'm just like I didn't have it all day. I went to work.
Yeah.
So, and as I'm out there helping them clean the yard, it's getting worse and worse and worse. Like I'm just like, oh shit. Then like weird like off balanceness kind of kicks in, like head dizziness. So I just go in the house and I sit down, and then Brendan's crying, but life don't stop. So I was like, okay. So Brendan's crying and Trenton needs shit. So I'm doing all of that. I'm feeding Brendan in the kitchen. I just remember at one point it became too much, and like I gave him a spoon, like I gave him a spoonful of his food. I sat the spoon down. I literally looked in his face and was just like, hold on. And I
wait a second. Pause.
I ran in the bathroom just throwing up. I have no idea where it's coming from.
God damn.
So for the rest of the night, I just got this pounding headache, this same dizziness. It's like you get the headache, but it's like behind your eyes, like the migraine headache.
All the fucking time.
All this pressure. I'm just like, where is this coming from? Did I eat something that fucked me up? I don't know. So I ate dinner that night, and then I laid down. I woke up the next morning. I'm just like, I'm not going in. I don't feel good.
It's the right choice.
So that was yesterday, I think. That this week got away from me. But and I still felt it throughout the day, so I kind of just relaxed as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then today I woke up. I told my boss last night, I texted him like, I'm not coming tomorrow. I'm just gonna wait till it's completely out of my system. Because if you and any other viewers remember, a year ago around this time was not a good time for me.
That
As we
was
go
a year
into
from
April.
now. Shit.
So now I'm just like, is this a seasonal, really bad allergic reaction thing? And if it is, then I took allergy medicine. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't even fuck work. I'm gonna make sure whatever this uneasiness is out, because I refuse
to do that again.
Go to a hospital again.
Yeah, that's too much ridiculousness. Podcast title.
Yeah, too much ridiculousness.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was. But luckily, I woke up today feeling fine.
Nice.
So I hope it stays that way.
Did you go into work at all, or I assume
today?
not, because we're recording now.
Well, we recorded now, and I went to work the last time. I would have been able to record now if I went to work.
But you didn't.
What? I didn't go to work. No.
Yeah.
No.
I knew it.
Because I'm like, nope. I need to know. I need to know what's going on. Because I don't want to run that risk again.
I feel that entirely.
So, even though I still like pushed myself today, like I woke up, I went right to the gym, like
hell yeah,
just the opposite of relaxing.
Listen,
but I felt better because yesterday, if I would just brought up the gym, I'd be like, I'm a crazy person. I'm not going into any gym. But I felt better today.
I mean, to be fair, going to the gym also makes you feel better sometimes. Like, even if you feel like shit, like, I remember, I think it was probably a year ago, a little bit around this time, I would just, like, feel like shit constantly. And then around Christmas time, I felt like shit, went to the gym because I had been going, and I'm like, oh, I feel better now from lifting heavy thing.
It does work out like that sometimes. Like, when I used to get a cold, I used to obviously be spaced from people. Like, I wouldn't go with the intent, but I would get on like the treadmill, have all this hand sanitizer and shit on me. I would go on the treadmill with the mask on and just sweat. Like, I'm just going to sweat this cold out.
Hell yeah.
Completely. And that's all I would go and do when I was sick. And then obviously after I was done, I'm like spraying it down like I invented it. Like, I know this needs to be clean. Spraying down every part of this shit.
Spraying it down like I invented it.
Dude, like I have to present it to a crowd or some shit. Like, no. This has to be 100% clean.
Oh, yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better today.
Appreciate it.
You think you're going in tomorrow, or are you going to take a long weekend, or what's
Nah, I'm going to go tomorrow. I know. Obviously, I'm right there. I should just take off.
See, if I was your boss, I'd be like, just take Friday, man. Come on. Like, 3-day weekend.
Because I didn't plan to take these days. And I didn't need to take this many days in a row. I want to hold on to some days. I know we got shit coming up. I want to take off for when the summer, whatever, it ain't E3. So whenever the game stuff starts happening, I want to take off for that stuff.
Yeah.
There's stuff I want to take off for that I want to hold on to some days.
I feel that entirely. I feel it.
Other than that, though, mine's feel better today. Like, it's all feels like it's out of me. So how are you?
I'm doing fine. I've realized that I'm sleeping more, if that makes sense. Like
going to bed earlier, or
no, definitely not that, because we'll get into that in a minute.
When we get to the main show. We were talking on TikTok at like 1:30 a.m. last night. So yeah.
Yes. But the thing is, I've been doing this thing as of late where I work from home, obviously, so it's a little bit different than it is for like an in-office job, obviously. So I will literally wake up and like just pound out work, like just fucking,
just go crazy. Work.
Show work who's boss.
Right.
Not me technically.
Get behind work and get those hits in, those pumps in.
Exactly. And I like go all out in the morning. I'm just like blasting through it. And then around like 10-ish, I'm like either halfway done or completely done my work for the day. Like, of like the amount that I've set for myself that's like, this is a reasonable amount for a day. And then I'll be like, okay, so I can either make lunch, and I'll go prepare lunch, and then while it's cooking in the oven, I'll literally just go lay down for for like 30 minutes and I'm just taking a nice nap and I'm so fucking refreshed as of late. And I don't know what it is, what I've done differently, but I feel like I'm just like more present, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It sounds
I
weird.
think. Well, what are you eating for lunch?
Oh, I'm eating exclusively like and chicken
Right.
and then
Some chicken. I see.
pre-chicken, when it was an egg.
Pre-chicken.
Yeah, eggs. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Um, well, I think it's also attributed to the fact that you've been better health wise.
Yeah.
Plus, you've been working out a lot.
I also had Wendy's
Oh,
today.
would you get from Wendy's?
Dude, they got this burger. The bourbon something bacon burger. And it's got this like bourbon sauce on it. And it's fucking so and they got crispy onions. Those are my favorite. I fucking love those things. Those like thin ass crispy onions.
Yeah,
And bacon, obviously. And then
obviously.
there's this fondue dip they got. It's like a cheese fondue bacon thing. I put that on with the bacon. So it's just like fucks you up. But I just eat it and I'm just there. And I go full on zen with that burger and I fucking love it. That being said, also another thing I get from Wendy's, which is a sneaker hit, I have my whole life have had a bad relationship with food.
Right.
In general, we know this. I've still never technically had mayo by itself. If we're gonna get that
Ever
out of
in
the way.
life?
Yeah, ever just by itself as like this is what mayo tastes like. I've had things that are like mayo and this mixed together to make a burger sauce, but I've never just been like, this is mayo.
Like a burger with just mayo on it.
Yeah,
You
never had that. So that's like an example. But one of the things that I also had never liked was raisins. I fucking hated raisins. I thought that they were disgusting and the worst. But something has changed in me.
Mayonnaise covered raisins.
No. It was actually because of Insomnia cookies. Back when you and I were ordering like too many.
Yes, back when if you want to see us at our worst, you watch that Halloween
Yeah.
video.
Oh Jesus Christ. I feel like we got to redo that video now and just like how we currently look.
I looked back on that and it was like, yo, I was not taking care of myself.
Same. But fucking, I hated raisins, and then I accidentally got an oatmeal raisin cookie and an Insomnia cookies thing. I'm like, wait a second, I fuck with that.
Oatmeal raisin is great.
Well, I never liked raisin, but they have a oatmeal bar at Wendy's. It is so fucking good, and it has no right to be how good it is.
Look at you growing up.
I'm fucking mad because it's like a log form as well. It's not like a normal circle cookie, and it's not even a cookie. It's like all oatmeal with raisins in it.
Like a bar.
Fuck.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's like a protein bar, but not and it's also like definitely not good for you. But like anytime I get Wendy's now, I always order it, and it's a 50-50 chance if I get it, or if they just give me a chocolate chip cookie because they never have the raisins because I guess who the fuck wants raisins?
Probably not a favorite as opposed to the chocolate chip.
Compared to me, who I'm like, give me the fucking oatmeal, fuck chocolate chip. Chocolate chips, like, not even top 5 cookies.
What are the top 5 cookies?
I don't know. I just know that chocolate chip ain't making top 5.
Nah, man.
It's just too basic.
Chocolate chip? Like a really good.
Here's
Decadent chocolate chip cookie is great. I ain't talking about a Chips Ahoy cookie.
It's still not making top 5 though.
All right. Well, what's your top 5?
All right, we're gonna do
you
this.
Don't know.
We're gonna think about that. You ever have a kitchen sink cookie, which is a better version of the chocolate chip cookie?
It's in like everything in it? Like
yes.
what's in it?
It's like raisins, chocolate chips, like sea salt, and I think that there's also something else in it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's like a better version of a chocolate chip cookie, in my opinion. That I would put at 5, because it's just like it is a chocolate chip cookie, but it's better. Then I'm putting Snickerdoodle up at the top 5 because I fucking love me a cinnamon so goddamn much.
Snickerdoodle's great.
After that, we're gonna get into grocery store. Just go buy in the cookie aisle. Oreo. Oreo's always in the top 5, no matter what, because it is the perfect cookie, no matter what flavor you get.
I like Oreo a lot.
It's got to be top 5 Because you get an Oreo McFlurry, you put Oreos on your ice cream, you put fucking
Yo,
Oreos on your pizza if you watch Mr. Deeds.
a decadent chocolate chip cookie is
Nah,
better than an Oreo.
nah,
It is.
nah. It's too boring. It's too boring. What's another
But
one that I
sometimes
like?
the basic is just that's the reason it's the cookie.
Well, that's the thing though. I would argue that a sugar cookie is better than a chocolate chip cookie. A
I disagree.
decadent, better sugar cookie. Like a fucking a decadent, whatever that means. We're gonna use big words. That's the podcast title.
That's
Decadent.
a big word.
That's there's a lot of not adjectives, vowels. I
Decadent
watch
means like
Wheel of Fortune.
fancy, substantial, non like grocery store aisle cookie aisle chocolate chip cookie. Like like an insomnia chocolate chip cookie is probably like a decadent chocolate chip cookie. Like
Yeah, but I'm also not a chocolate guy. You have to take this.
oh well,
into account.
that changes everything.
It doesn't change everything. It changes like 3 or 4 things.
I'm a chocolate guy. Look at me.
I
No,
mean,
but really, like I like chocolate.
yeah. You could tell I'm not a chocolate guy. Fucking
No wonder you like sugar cookies.
yeah, you know, like the pale ones. Um. Oh fuck. I don't know what I would put at number 1 though, honestly. But I just don't think chocolate chip is good enough. Also, you know what's great? A fucking Thin Mint from the Girl Scout cookies, but in the freezer.
Thin mints are great.
Also, Reese's peanut butter cup cookies. You ever have them where they like break up the
Yeah,
Reese's in it?
of course.
Phenomenal. And then I will argue, here's the thing. If I'm gonna put chocolate chip cookie in my top 5, above it needs to be an M&M cookie. Because M&Ms are better than just chocolate chips.
I don't agree with that.
They're so much, but you get that extra texture of the crunchy little candy shell on
You
top
don't
of
need
the
it.
chocolate.
That's candy. I don't want candy chocolate. I want the chocolate.
Chocolate is already candy.
I don't know if we can consider chocolate candy.
I'm sorry.
No,
Throw
no, no,
the
no,
whole
no.
thing
Hold on.
out.
I know how that sounded. I know
That
how
sounded. Somebody clip that.
Yeah, I know how that sounded. But like the essence of chocolate, like the cacao is not candy.
Yeah, but you're not having a cacao cookie. You're having a chocolate chip cookie.
Is a chocolate chip candy?
In theory, yeah, it's an ingredient most of the time, but if you just eat it, technically it's just different smaller bits of a chocolate bar. Is a Hershey chocolate bar a candy?
A Hershey chocolate bar
Is it
is
candy?
different from a chocolate chip.
It's definitely not, because if I take
Like-
a Hershey chocolate bar and I just keep smashing it until it's shaped into a little chocolate chip shake, guess what? It's the same fucking thing.
I think there's more sugar infused in that chocolate.
We have the
And I think-
science and the technology to figure that out.
Listen, we do. But what I mean, like, okay, for instance, I don't know, take another candy bar, like a Crunch bar, right?
Crunch bar is phenomenal. Actually, no, the bar
It is
sucks.
phenomenal.
No, bar sucks. Bits, the ones, bunch of crunch. Those fuck. But I don't like the bar
What? What do you not? How do you not like the bar?
because I don't like the bar because it's just one thing, then it's over. I like the snackability of bunch of crunch. Like I can't just like have this bar and be like, "Ooh, look at me in a movie." Like I'm not eating a chocolate bar. I'm not eating a
Who's in a
Snickers
movie
at a
theater
movie.
saying, "Ooh, look at me," as they eat a chocolate chip cookie, a Crunch bar.
Nobody. That's because you get bunch of crunch because it's better.
So if you had a Crunch bar, you'd be in there.
If
"Ooh,
I
look at
had a
me."
choice between a crunch bar and bunch of crunch, no matter where I'm at in the world, whether I'm in Fiji, a movie theater, the International Space Station, I am choosing
a movie
Bunch
theater
of
in the
Crunch.
International Space Station in Fiji.
Exactly. That's the podcast title. Movie theater in the International Space Station over top Fiji.
I want to watch a movie there.
Hell yeah.
Over top Fiji in a space station. But you gotta
listen.
be watching something ridiculous though. It can't even be anything substantial because you would think
Requiem
you
for
would
a
watch.
Dream.
You think you watch some masterpiece in there.
Yeah.
You're just in there watching Dumb
SpongeBob
and
movie.
Dumber. Yeah.
I like how your brain went Dumb and Dumber and I'm just like SpongeBob. Yeah.
I mean, either way.
Either way works. Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't like chocolate chip. Chocolate chips cookies are not that great.
This is blasphemy.
They're not that great. There's better cookies out there. Also, unpopular opinion, brownies better than cookies.
No,
A good fucking brownie
I
with a
would put it
nice
on par.
crispy edge Or you
On
take
like
a
the
brownie and
best
put it
chocolate
inside
chip
of
cookie.
a cookie.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Dude.
Rookies are good.
Is that what they called?
There's brownies, but it's infused with a chocolate chip cookie.
What's it
They
called
call
again?
them brookies.
Brookies.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fuck video games. But this should just be the whole show.
I was gonna
We have
say
so
'cause
much
I'm
news that
really
we just shouldn't even get to.
Yeah, I got fucking Chinese food sitting out there cooling down.
Oh,
That I
wait,
got.
no shit. I'm sorry. Now we have to do the show. You need to eat.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do the fuck show. We'll play the intro music right now. Welcome back, everybody.
Somebody has got Oreos.
Lemon Oreo. Thins.
Thins make them healthy. That's science.
No. Mm-mm. The Thins, I've discovered, is a better cookie to cream ratio.
Explain yourself.
Because the cookies are thinner, and the cream, while there's still not a lot of it, it's a good amount, so it's better. I got the regular lemon Oreos,
Mm-hmm.
and it was too much for me. I was like, there's too much cream in this cookie. But the Thins,
The Thins are where it's at.
they fuck. And welcome back to level 120 of the Save Before Quitting podcast. As always,
I mean,
I'm
when you
joined by...
fuck, there's cream in the middle. Anyway, go on. What you drinking? You guys, that your drink from Wendy's? Before you answer that,
Yeah, it is.
is it Diet Coke?
No,
What is it?
Coke Zero.
Shut the fuck.
Level
Guys
up.
in your low calorie Coke. No, shut up. You fucking white people in your low calorie Cokes.
Listen, man, I am trying to be healthy. I have lost, what's the mathematic amount? I can't remember how much it was. I told you guys, but I can't remember the number. I've lost big boy pounds, so I'm drinking the diet shit till I die.
Why don't you just drink some water?
I do drink water. I just have that in the interim.
All right.
Like, I drink more water than I do drink that, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry for free.
Coke
Being
is a
aggressive.
terrible soda in general, says CLD in the chat. The fuck? Pepsi tastes like sugar water. Now, we're gonna get a Sugar Mouth too. Is this Sugar Mouth too?
Oh, this might be Sugar Mouth too.
This might be Sugar Mouth too.
Hey, baby, what did you say in that clip?
I don't even remember.
Hey, because I said Sugar Mouth sounds like something you call a girl like in the 40s. Come here, Sugar Mouth.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, hey, baby. That's classic Save Before Quitting right there.
Imagine if this is your first episode you're listening to. You have no idea what the fuck's happening. Go listen to Sugar Mouth and come back. Welcome back to the Save Before Quitting podcast. I am joined by my lovely co-host, Ant.
Me, Ant, I'm
This
here.
is Ant. And I'm Chris.
I'm here.
And you could follow us at Save the Letter B number 4 Quitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Titty gang, where you can pick up some merch at SaveBeforeQuittingFullySpelled.com with that Titty Gang logo on it. We got Bitchmade merch, which we have some stuff incoming from Bitchmade pretty soon. And then also us on the Sonic 2 logo. We got to work on new merch. I don't know what it is going to be. Probably going to be the Street Fighter things. Those.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely.
That'd be simple enough to do. But all that being said, you could also go to our Patreon, patreon.com/save letter B number 4 quitting, where you can get an extra 2 podcasts a month for the low price of $5. That's just 2 cups of coffee if you buy from the place that burns their beans.
Starbucks?
Yeah, I just didn't want to say the brand, just in case future, they want to sponsor us and then they listen to Sugar Mouth too, and they're like,
Oh, I mean, not there. Bar Stucks. They'll never know.
They'll never know. Yeah, we just released the first of the 2 Patreon podcasts this month, where we got a little bit more personal and gave you nice life updates that were more
Mm-hmm.
a little bit deeper than what we went in talking
Yeah,
about at the beginning of this podcast. So
very
make sure
true.
you check that out. It's over on Patreon. You also get exclusive access to a Discord channel that is private, that nobody
Very private.
else on our Discord can see unless you're a Patreon. So make sure to do that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what's the other thing? Oh yeah, email us. Email us with your questions, comments, concerns, loans,
Yeah.
feet pics,
Name calling.
name calling, insults, email
Credit
threads.
cards, social security numbers.
Yeah, we gotta get like a list going for that so we can like do it as fast as the titty
Yeah.
thing.
OnlyFans.
Um,
Need that.
but all that being said, I'm getting so many badoops in
I'm
Discord.
getting them too.
Uh, that being said, it's gonna be great because the audio won't come through and I'm just talking about it. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ant, where the
Yes.
fuck is the bumper?
Did you play this week? I like the octave you hit for that.
Yeah. What'd you play?
Not a lot. Me and you played the Resident Evil 4 demo. Resident Evil 4, which comes out, well, I guess I can say today, whenever this drops.
Yeah.
Played that. That was a good time.
It was
funny
genuinely fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say I'm not a fan of the shooting in that game, to say the least.
I think that game is one of those games where you're shooting. Well, I know that game is one of those games where your shooting gets better over time because you buy upgrades to your guns that improve your aim, all that stuff.
Your stability and shit. Too.
Yeah,
It was
it's one of
very
those.
shaky, like all over the place, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm trying to draw like the Disney Channel, like thanks for watching Disney Channel whenever I'm shooting a guy in front of me in Resident
Right.
Evil 4. But it was fun. And also
Yeah.
the place in the story where it drops you in the demo is also neat. Like it got me engaged enough where I know nothing about the story or anything in that game, but I'm interested in playing that on my own even.
right.
So,
right.
yeah, it was fun.
For sure. Did I play anything else? I might not have. No, I enjoyed that too, and I'm glad I enjoyed that because I didn't enjoy anything else.
Damn.
Once I didn't feel good that day, I didn't look because I was that kind of sick where like bright lights and loud sounds, and I was real sensitive to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't even want to look at a screen.
Makes sense entirely. Yeah.
So I'm very thankful we played Resident Evil 4 over the weekend.
True. Did you watch anything? I mean, you had to had some sort of entertainment. Any media consumption updates, as the haptic boys call it?
Media consumption updates. I've been watching more videos on people upgrading their PCs because I'm addicted to that now.
Yeah.
So nothing super substantial, just a bunch of my own random personal timeline on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Clicking around on.
Hell yeah.
Watch some videos of some indies I might go get on Steam. Go buy them, never play them. Like I do. I might get that game Pizza Tower.
I have no idea what that is.
I swore we talked about that before. It's like a knockoff Wario game. Donkey's latest video was on that game.
I didn't watch this video yet. I've seen this. We definitely did talk about this because I think it's on my wish list, so it makes sense that we talked about it. Yeah, I'm down to play that at some point when that comes out.
And you would love pizza. I've looked at videos of it and I'm just like, I'm going to get this game because I was following that game on Twitter for the longest before it like blew up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to get it.
$20.
You would love her Pizza Tower. I don't know, man. Pizza's pretty damn good. I might just have to. I've been a lover of pizza for a while now. I might have to do pizza's taxes. Anyway, Chris, you're up. What's your?
So what I've been playing this week, I played a little bit of Fortnite. I'm probably going to be playing a decent bit more tomorrow on stream, and we'll get into that reason why very soon in the news section. But just playing the new season. It still seems very sweaty at the moment, just because it's still fresh and new.
Mhm.
Um, the new POIs and areas on the map that are very cool, like the Neo Tokyo City, are still heavily populated. So if
Of
you want to
course.
just go and explore, it's pretty much impossible because you have like 3/4 of the lobby there with you. So that kind of sucks because I just want to like
Yeah.
see it, and I'm not trying to like hardcore win the game at that moment. I'm just like, let me just see where all the spots are, where I can get loot, where I can't get loot, like like slide on the little rails like Tarzan for a bit. But
Mhm.
I just immediately die every single time, and it's fine. I'm not like mad about it. It's just you gotta let it ease out. Um, Other than that, I've been playing a whole bunch of Overwatch. Who
Yes,
would
you
have thought?
do. Who would have
Um,
thought?
Overwatch has become like my comfort food more, and we say this every single week, but I'm beginning to like appreciate it more and more because it's not the game. Like here's the thing, I'm okay if not decent at Overwatch,
Mhm.
but the fact that almost every night, if not every other night, I can just hop in a Discord like little voice channel,
Mhm.
and like 4 to 5 of my friends will hop on and we can just like have a good night and hang out together and
Mhm.
decompress from the bullshit that is this world that we live in. I'm very thankful for it because
It's reliable.
it's a nice reliable game. Will we get mad? Probably. It's fine. But also we'll have really good nights, and either way we're just chilling and I appreciate it, and it's nice. It's a nice decompressor.
Right.
um Other than that, I picked up WWE 2K23.
Yes, I saw you playing that one night. I went on Discord and saw that you were
Yeah.
playing that.
I have been playing the fuck out of it.
Mhm.
Exclusively the campaign My Rise thing, where it's like you as the character. I have not played any matches with the John Cena stuff because it's like based on him and his career. Haven't even touched it, but the way they did
Mhm.
the campaign this year is interesting because I really loved last year's,
Right.
where you pretty much choose one of three like storylines of what your persona is. If you're an indie guy who's been working years on the indies and finally gets recognized to come up to WWE, if you're a movie star that just got into wrestling and you're like previously famous but now you're doing wrestling, kind of like the Logan Paul thing. And then
Right.
I forget what the other one is. I think the other one is like you started in the WWE Performance Center and like you're a homegrown talent. And there was like
Mhm.
three storylines separately that you could choose from and then go along your way. Choose to be a bad guy, choose to be a good guy, do actions whether or not they are good or bad, and it would affect where your story was going and what side quests you could do. But in this one, it's specifically called The Lock, and
Okay.
it's you start off, you make your character from scratch, or you can actually import it now, which I really appreciated because you can make your character just for the main game to like play freely.
Yeah.
But in previous versions, when you do that, you then have to make your character again for the campaign stuff. Now you can just say, I would like to import this previously made character into the game. Did that, and you start off, and they strip you of every single thing that you just made. So I spent an hour and a
Jeez.
half making myself, and they took it all away immediately. And I'm like, cool.
Thank you. I was wasted all that time.
I wasted a half hour on my fucking entrance, and I couldn't even do it. So that really pissed me off. But it's kind of what they were doing. They start you off with one of the wrestlers currently right now that's really over, Sami Zayn, as the Intercontinental Champion.
Mhm.
Offers an open challenge to the floor, and then this music starts, and it goes to the entrance stage, and there's this giant fucking safe, and it starts spinning. Like little like a safe spins,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then you bust out and you have a padlock on your chest with a thick ass chain like John Cena used to wear, black trunks that say the lock on your ass, and then black boots. And you're forced to play this character of the lock because you're you're like
You're
locked in
shoo-in,
place to
yeah.
be,
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. And I'm pissed, and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me right now. This is the
Ah,
worst
you're the
shit
lock,
ever.
dog.
And the story actually emulates that. You start
Mm-hmm.
talking to like upper management, like, this is stupid. You guys hired me because you saw me on the indies, blah blah blah, and you go through this story, blah blah blah, until you get to a part where I forget how I you join like a faction. You get to choose a faction you get to join. So I joined with Randy Orton, and he starts being a dick to me because
Right.
I guess that's a thing, and I'm like trying to prove myself. He's like, "You're a
Because
future
you're trying to prove
champion."
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hazing.
I go into a match, and I'm like, "Guys, I want to prove myself. Don't come down and be ringside with me. I want to win this title match myself." And he's like, "Okay, I'll respect you. Whatever. Message received." And then it's a prompted match, so it's like,
Mm.
do this much damage, and then it starts a cutscene, and like then it's like, jump onto the top rope, and then jump onto the character, and then I get jumped by the other person's faction,
Yeah.
and I lose my belt in a cutscene, and I'm like,
I was about to ask if there's a cutscene too.
yeah, it's a complete cutscene, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I was winning the match. What the fuck?
Mm.
And then I get fired from WWE. So now I'm
Mm.
working on the indies again. I recreate myself, and I'm going through this all over again, and I'm working my way back into WWE, where it feels like it might give me more agency to choose what I want to do once I
Mhm.
get back. But this has been like 4 or 5 hours of just constant, I don't really get to choose what's happening. Just go along with it, and
So the
you're
game happens
playing.
to you.
The game is playing you. Like,
Right.
entirely. And it was kind of getting annoying, but it's also like, it's not bad story either. So there's that. But needless to say, it's really fun so far. I really like the move sets and the new moves that they've added. I haven't had any of the crazy glitches that have been happening on TikTok and shit that I've seen so many funny ones. There was one recently where it was a Royal Rumble match, so you get eliminated by going off the top rope,
Yeah.
and one of the like NPCs
Mm-hmm.
goes on the top rope to like jump at somebody, but then instead of jumping at them, fully turns around and just jumps outside the ring and eliminates themselves.
Why?
There was no one where they jumped. They just fucking turned around and leaped, and then was like, "Oh, that person's out of the match." And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. How's that help anything?
But needless to say, it's pretty cool so far. There is slight news that we'll talk about in the news section about it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Other than that, I've watched the new episode of Mando. I'm really, really happy about it because I made a prediction.
How many episodes in are they in now for this season?
3. Now,
Okay.
spoilers for Mando if you haven't seen it yet, because it did just come out yesterday. But
Yeah.
I think it was like a week or 2 ago, I was texting Ryan about Mando because we're both freaking out over the first couple episodes so far. And I say to him, as a joke, but half like serious, Jar Jar Binks is going to be in this season of The Mandalorian.
Oh, I saw the clips and everything of this on Twitter.
Yeah. And I say this because there was like a Star Wars like official post where all the actors were like, who do you want to show up in this season of The Mandalorian? And all of them were joking, like, Jar Jar Binks, obviously. And I say, without a doubt, Jar Jar Binks will be in this season of The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
This episode comes out, and then Grogu has like a PTSD flashback of when Order 66 is happening, and all the Jedi are being murdered, and he's being like escorted out so that they can save him. And the doors from an elevator open, and they open to a Jedi Master that I cannot remember the name of personally because I'm not good at names, but it is the actor that played Jar Jar Binks.
Mm-hmm.
And he has previously been in something as that same character, but it was kind of like a not really big deal of a thing. But they
Right.
gave him a dope fucking fight scene. He wielded 2 lightsabers, killed a bunch of clones, and got Grogu out of there safe. And we're probably going to see more of him too in another flashback in the future of the season.
Right.
But I literally messaged Ryan. I was like, I was fucking right. Jar Jar Binks was in the motherfucking Mandalorian, bitch.
You
Because
called it.
he was. So I also called another thing. which we'll get to in a second. But I think I'm gonna see John Wick this weekend as well. So I'll give you an
I
update
want
on
to see
that.
that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow. I think I'm also gonna try and buy the Dungeons and Dragons popcorn bucket, which is a
Hmm.
giant D20. Um, I hope they have it because if they don't, I'm gonna be really sad. Because I've seen multiple videos online about it where people were like, "I thought this was gonna be cheap and shitty, but it's
Hmm.
actually like really quality, and you can actually roll it and like it doesn't
Really?
break." Yeah, like it's a giant D20, and I'm sold. So I'm getting that. Um, but yeah, that's about all I've got. I'm probably gonna be
Nice.
playing a decent bit of Fortnite over the next couple of days, and obviously WWE, probably Overwatch tonight. But that's like my rotation right now. Those three, I think.
It's a good rotation. It's a rotation that can't get old too fast.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's time to get to the news.
Time to that good old news.
Time for the news bumper.
Let's get to the news.
And we're here. Say before quitting news. Welcome.
Hey, we're back that quickly. Did you miss us?
I hope not, because
Yeah.
that was very short.
I didn't
Don't.
miss me, so you shouldn't.
Starting the news this week. Where do we start? I forget what was the
We
first
are
thing.
starting at the RE4 ratings.
Gotcha. Yeah.
March 17th.
Would you like to take that one away?
Yes. Apparently Resident Evil 4 Remake is a good game. Sound the alarm, alert the papers. All the major outlets that review it initially, it got 10s across the board. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see, like, in this initial list, I didn't see after this, but there's not even like a 9.5. It's just all 10 out of 10, making this the highest rated game of the year so far.
In March.
And yeah, in March. We have a lot of year left, but
Yeah. Needless to say, just from the beta, from what we played, and you will see that soon in the video coming out. It was fucking fun. Like even when you're not good at it, it's fun.
it's still fun.
Like it looks gorgeous. The combat, um, but like everything that's
the
happening
kind of
is
end
fun.
though that's like so over the top that it makes it
Yeah.
fun.
Also, I very much enjoyed, and I don't know if this is just me saying this, I really don't like in Resident Evil 8 Village, which is like a newer game, how you can just open a bunch of drawers and shit and there's nothing. I really fucking hate that because it's just annoying to me and you're wasting my time. That wasn't a thing in this, and I appreciate that so much. Like, I don't know if it was a thing in the original RE4 or if they just decided to all around get rid of it, but I fucking hated that back in the day when we were playing RE8 Village, which we still need to do.
I know.
We'll get back to, I swear. But
One day.
it was fun, to say the least.
It was definitely a great time. From what we played so far, it's earned the ratings that have been posted.
For sure.
Next up.
Next up, there was a trailer for Persona 5 Phantom X with some gameplay that was posted. I'm not much of a Persona guy. I've always wanted to get into it, just because of how highly it's spoken about from people that I do know that play it. But from what I'm seeing, it's phenomenal. Like, it looks so good, and I just will never pull the trigger on playing it. I don't know about you, but I feel like it's just one of those games where it's not for me, and I can just appreciate it from afar, kind of like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Persona 5 for me is gonna the only way I'll play that is if I play it portably. I'm glad we have Steam Deck, so maybe one day I'll get into it. But I also heard that it's so long.
Yeah.
But I've heard so many good things that's like I want to experience it, but I don't know if I'll carve out time to experience it because I have so many other things that would take priority over it.
For sure.
So it would always be getting pushed back.
Yeah. I feel like this is one of those games, at least for the both of us, that will always be on the list of like a backlog, but will never take priority over most things that are on that list. Like, this is probably bottom of my list of things that I need to play, but I know that I need to play it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, that's about all I know about it. I don't want to speak too much just because I don't really know. But
Same.
next up, sad news.
Next up, sad news. Actor Lance Reddick has passed away. Um,
Yeah,
I this came out of nowhere.
this one hurt, man. I
Yeah,
like he was in so many things that like actually meant something to me.
I talked with him
So
so much in Horizon.
that like I love him in Horizon. His like snarky ass.
Yeah,
Destiny 2, literally Zavala, the commander of our fucking fire team, baby. Our Titan. Seeing shit in Destiny 2 has been probably the hardest for me just because like I put so much time into that game,
mm-hmm.
and seeing people like do the clips of like because his NPC is on the like the hub world area that you can like hang out in.
Yeah,
There are just like tens of hundreds of people that are just casually walking up to him and just doing the salute emote and just standing there for like hours just to like show respect to him and shit, and he's just standing there, and it's I don't know.
yeah.
He also was a huge Destiny 2 nerd, which is crazy to me, like to be in
That's
a
like the type
game.
of cool shit like you like to learn about
Yeah,
an actor like that.
yeah.
John
So
Wick, like
yeah, I'm gonna see that tomorrow. I'm gonna probably cry when I see him, for fuck's sake. I'm like, Mr. Wick. Ugly
I
cry.
know.
But
R.I.P. Lance Reddick, man,
yeah,
made
it
an
was
impact in this media landscape.
for sure. I'm hoping that they try to continue with him in the next Horizon game, because I believe that he's still a thing, without spoiling anything.
Mm.
So I really do hope that he's there. One thing that was really cool that I saw, I think it was on TikTok, someone who was friends with him on whatever platform he played Destiny 2 on looked at his count and saw that the night before he passed, he was playing Destiny 2. So gamer through
Damn,
and through.
man.
Yeah. Crazy shit. But rest in peace, Lance Reddick. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Next up in the news, I posted this YouTube short. I don't know if anyone actually like looked at it or
I
saw it, but
looked
I
at it.
thought it was very interesting. The Mario movie, in recent trailers and clips from the movie, have actually removed some lines that Mario said in the original trailer. Um, it's not entirely a shocking thing that's happened. This happens in animated things all the time, and also just in regular movies. With like, if you think about any of the MCU movies, with the trailers with Infinity War, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk was in the background of that running scene where they're all running at
Oh yeah,
Thanos and his
yeah.
army, but then it turns out it was just the Hulk Buster. So things change from trailer to movie, obviously, but from trailer to trailer is very interesting, especially with how quickly this is coming up into the actual theaters. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting that they took out that line because I think he said in the
What is
original
this place?
that one, and then they just completely removed it and just let him look, which
Yeah.
was fine. I don't think it was a bad change. I don't know if it was necessary, but
I was like, I wonder why.
yeah.
We've gone over the Pratt limit. Take some words out.
I'm always over the Pratt limit, man. But yeah, next up.
You got to cover this one too.
Oh, yeah, my bad. There's a new game mode in Overwatch 2, a new little event that is very, very short, and we'll get into that in a second. From March 21st to April 4th, the new Roadhog Cachemari mode, where you group up with two other friends. It's a 3v3 game mode. You can play that. There's also challenges that get you an epic skin, which is the one that is pictured over on our Discord. Join the Discord. A name card, charm, and profile icons. And you also get a regular Hoggy Mari player icon just for logging in and playing the game.
Word.
The challenges, similar to the Valentine's Day event, were extremely simple and easy to do. Now, this event is from the 21st of March to April 4th. That's about 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah.
Ish. If not exactly. I don't know.
Heavy on the ish.
Um, but the night that this came out, March 21st, we all hopped on, and I believe that all of us, except for maybe one or two people, just because they didn't feel like playing the game mode, finished the event challenges in about 40 minutes, which is fine by
Mm-hmm.
all means, because I got all the free items that they were trying to give us for playing the game, but at the same time, it's a weird fine line where I'm like, it should be a little bit harder, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's almost like at that point, just give it to us.
yeah, they did the same thing with the Valentine's Day event, and I didn't have a problem with that one, just because it was, you know, for a character I didn't give a shit about.
Right.
But I actually kind of like this game mode. The game mode is 3v3 team deathmatch, but it's also kill confirmed. So similar to in Call of Duty, where there's like the tags dropped, these little like plushy Pachimari dolls, which is what's on Roadhog's belly. It's like an
Mm-hmm.
onion with tentacles. They like pop out, and you can go collect that to get points, and it's 20 of them to win the game, and then the next game starts, and it's very very fast pace, just three people, so we got through it super fast, and I don't think that it's a bad thing that they're going super fast with the challenges. I just think it's one of those things where if you're trying to get people to stay on and play this game, you need to have challenges that keep your players invested as opposed to just play 20 games, you get every single thing that we offer you for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Which, again, not complaining about free stuff. Just please give me a little bit more of a challenge in the future. That's all I'll say. But
Make me work for it.
yeah, make me work for it. Considering it's the 23rd and the event's still going on, you can still go get those free items. Literally put in maybe 20, 30 minutes of gameplay and you'll get them all. So there's that.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Next up, uh, Ni no Kuni 2 by Bandai Namco is now on Xbox. Heard a lot about the Ni no Kuni games. I've never played one,
I've never
but
heard of them.
I've heard a lot about them. They're pretty popular RPGs.
That would
But
explain why I didn't hear it.
yeah, I've never played it, but it is now on Xbox. And see, that was Robbie informed us, Robbie Rocket Fingers, and CLD informed us that it's also on Game Pass. So
Hell yeah.
for those looking out for that, you got some Game Pass. There you go. It
Heck
is
yeah.
right at your fingertips.
Do you want to cover this next one as well, since I did two in a row?
Sure. Reported by IGN. Responding to a fan on Twitter, Venom voice actor Tony Todd revealed the release window looks like September. Massive publicity, sorry, coming in August. Commercials start dropping in August, so I'm told. This is for Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac Games. There's been no official announcement, but that is what we have so far on the potential release for Spider-Man 2.
Hell yeah.
So we're looking at a September date. I saw this and I was like, okay, cool. But I could also see this getting pushed past that date to make it like their big holiday game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to withhold hype until I hear them. I feel like we'll know by summer.
Yeah.
When all the game announcements start happening.
I just want to see more. Like, I know we've only gotten the one teaser trailer so far and no gameplay, I believe. I just want to see more of like the interaction and the interplay between Miles and Peter, because obviously it's not a co-op game as much as we'd love it to be. I'd love to see if there's like a way that you switch it between the two Spider-Men, or if it's like, no, you're strictly playing this character at this point and you're strictly playing this character at this point.
There's another I bad to cut you off. There was another not headline, but quote that came out about this game, and I think it's a multiverse related, because they said something about Miles in the multiverse, and it made me think, like, is Miles the protagonist of this one and he links up with Spider-Man, PS4 Spider-Man? I don't know.
I mean, they've already linked up before. I mean,
they have, but you're right, I'm tripping.
You think it's Spider-Verse the movie, because that's coming soon too.
That's what made me think of it, but there's some sort of multiverse related something in this game, apparently.
I would love to see them do something with like Madam Web, to like not necessarily introduce her, but like reintroduce her to the world, just because we are getting a Madam Web movie from Sony.
True.
Even though I don't think it's going to be good, no offense, because it's a young woman playing Madam Web when she's always been depicted as an old woman that just kind of sits there. But that being said, if you're gonna do it differently, maybe start with the game. Considering it's a Sony movie for the Madam Web movie, and this is a
Yeah.
Sony video game, coming out. I could see them doing that, where it's like, let's introduce this character to the world again through this game. Maybe even make her young, and then when the movie comes out, people are more, what's the word, susceptible to see it, I guess, because they're familiar. But
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm wrong. I just saw this thing. Um, it was a toy thing. They were never doing a multiverse story in Spider-Man 2. It was a toy company using the Spider-Verse movie as a reference for their toy product. Hasbro has clarified. So never mind. Disregard that. I looked it up while we were talking.
Hasbro is doing this? What toy product?
Apparently. I'm trying to find the full thing.
I am now confused.
Hasbro has clarified via a new response that this mention of the multiverse in this product description for a Miles Morales toy was an error, and that it's not reflective of the story that will be featured in Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Maybe it's that new Spider-Man figure that was posted down below. That Miles from Spider-Man 2.
Let me go down
It's
below.
a little bit farther down.
Oh yeah, it is because I'm seeing the actual.
Yeah.
Can you see that in the camera?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably wrote something stupid on the back that was just inaccurate, which makes sense because Hasbro's
But I'm glad
dumb.
we cleared that up during this headline and not have to come back next week and be like, I'm dumb.
True. All right. Next up, we need to file a lawsuit.
Oh, we do.
Courtesy of Frankie in the Discord. There is a visual novel video game coming out that supposedly actually prepares you for your 2022 U.S. federal tax return through romancing an anime girl.
You know anything about this show?
Yeah.
We refer to getting it on as doing taxes.
Filing taxes. Yeah.
For sure.
They're stealing our shit, and they're making a fucking visual novel out of it.
Look, put me in the game. All's forgiven.
I don't know about that. I don't want to be
anime me.
Anime me. Anyway, moving on. I'm just gonna do the next one because that was not really a story, but
right.
Next up, coming to Netflix, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. The official trailer dropped.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. I was excited watching it, and at the same time, I'm like, man, I was watching this in what, 96?
Yeah.
95?
I was born then.
Yikes.
That's why I'm not a big fan of Mighty Morphin, as you can tell from my in-space Megazord just casually chilling over my shoulder. You can't see it because you have a different camera. But
I can see the other camera too, though. I got them both up.
True. But yeah, I really like the trailer. One thing that I brought up in the Discord itself that I thought was very interesting is that in this trailer they use the word kill, which has never been a thing in any Power Rangers product. Even, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, even in the 2017 one that they did, that was the live action, they didn't say kill there as well. It was always destroy or some other version of it like that. But it was never
How was
kill.
it used in this trailer?
Pretty much in the trailer, if you haven't watched it yet, it shows the Yellow Ranger, Trini, getting killed by one of Rita's whatever, like putties or something, or whatever monsters. And I'm pretty sure that one of the Rangers says that they killed your mother, like to the daughter of Trini.
Okay, I remember it now. Okay.
If I'm a betting man, which I'm not because I'm terrible at gambling, but I do know how storytelling works, I'm 100% sure the way this is going to go is the original 4 Rangers are going to get their ass kicked because they don't have their 5th Ranger, Yellow Ranger, there anymore, and then the daughter is going to end up taking up the mantle because, it makes sense.
Seems about right.
So that's cool, even though it's heavily predictable. I mean, it's Power Rangers. It's a heavily predictable show, Monster of the Weeks type shit. But it's really cool to see all the people come back, and I mean, not all the people obviously, but the ones that wanted to be a part of this that came back.
Yes.
So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I have a picture with Walter Jones, and I like him a lot. He's a cool dude.
Look out for the Power Rangers, yo.
Yeah, I think it's next month that it comes too. So very very soon. Next up, take it away. I might buy this. I don't know. I'm still debating it.
How do you pronounce that company name? J-Sox? J-So?
I would have gone with the first one if I was reading it, but the second one might be right.
JSAUX, the company, is coming out with a transparent backplate for the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's already out too. People have already gotten it.
My thing about this was whatchamacallit had this. D-Brands had this for the longest.
Yeah.
But this one does look very nice.
I've seen people like take pictures of theirs. I think it's like this is a pre-order currently, but like in the reviews, like it looks cool, and I want one.
Oh yeah, it's fire for sure.
$30 too.
I will always be a fan of the transparent look.
What color would you get if you were to get it? They got green, blue, red, purple, brown, which is a choice. I don't know why brown.
Yeah, brown, I wouldn't have gone with.
Or just crystal, which is I guess just clear.
I like the clear one. I like the blue one. It's for some reason the green one stood out to me.
I was thinking green or blue. Those are my two that I'm in between.
Yeah. Green, blue, and just clear. Like
also purple. Purple just it's just
purple
like
looks good. Purple also looks really good.
Yeah.
I'll always have a thing for clear purple because of Nintendo and their history with it. So I think that always looks good. But I don't know. Green is really
Maybe
I don't know. That's calling
then.
me for some reason.
You might need to get purple with all the ROMs of Nintendo games you have on your Steam Deck.
You're right. You are absolutely
just out of respect.
Respect the past, bro.
Next up, speaking of that Miles Morales Spider-Man 2 thing, there is a new Spider-Man 2 figure coming out for Spider-Man 2. It is a lot of reuse of the original Gamerverse one that I have myself. Phenomenal figure. The only difference is that the arms have that giant red stripe, so those are new parts, and that it comes with a cat. And you might be thinking, oh, that's so cool, it comes with a cat. This cat is also a reuse from the Captain Marvel movie. This came with, I think, 2 separate figures in that wave. When, there was I think, what was the cat called? It was a Flurkin, I think.
Oh, yeah.
With the tentacles that came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
That's this cat. Same exact cat.
About that.
This is not the bodega cat. You fucking liars, Hasbro.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's supposed to be the bodega cat, but it is the Captain Marvel mold. Like in theory, it is the bodega cat, but in my head, I'm like, this is just a Flurkin.
You Flurkin idiots.
Yeah. Another thing, T-Pain released a cover album. I've only heard this though. The War Pigs cover.
He killed this.
This made me so happy. As like a rock fan, I was like, oh, bruh. And I was also like,
good shit on that album.
What else is on there besides this that you would say is a highlight that I need to go out of my way to listen to?
He killed. He had Sam Smith "Stay With Me." Like, I'm not sure you're into that song, but he just did a really good rendition of it, talent-wise.
It's an objectively good song, but I'm not like seeking it out.
I don't think you're a fan of that song. I just think he did a good job covering that song.
Okay.
Let me go back to it. I've only listened to it all the way once. It's called "On Top of the Covers." There it is. Change Gonna Come. Don't Stop Believing. Sharing the Night Together. Scrangs. I don't even know what that is. Stay With Me, Tennessee Whiskey, That's Life, and War Pigs.
So That's Life, Tennessee Whiskey, and then I forgot, there was one at the beginning that I was interested in.
Don't Stop Believing.
That, yeah. Those ones I'd be actually interested in, like, going out of my way to see. But fucking love that shit. Yeah. Next up.
Next up. Counter-Strike 2 has been announced by Valve.
Hell yeah.
This is a huge deal. I swear, just one day it just started. It just all appeared on the social medias out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, it really
Um,
came out of nowhere, and I was shocked that it was real. I thought it was like some fucking fake shit at first.
says today the CS:GO account put up. Today we're excited to announce Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2 is an overhaul to every system, every piece of content, and every part of the CS experience. So, yeah.
Did you watch this video or no?
I did not get a chance to watch the video. I've never played a Counter-Strike before.
So I need you to click this and watch what it is, and I'll explain it as it's playing. So in Counter Strike, it's a very simple first person shooter game.
Mhm.
You got smokes, grenades, and all that jazz. Nothing like Call of Duty though. Very tactical. If you've seen anything of Valorant, Valorant is a copy paste of this, but with abilities similar to Overwatch.
Got it.
They showed off what the smoke grenades do now.
Yeah, I'm clicking it now.
This is an insane, super fucking cool thing that I've never seen before happen in a video game, where they're now using volumetric smoke, meaning that instead of just being like, this is the smoke, get wrecked, like how it is in like Call of Duty and shit, it is particles that are able to be moved around and moved out of place. So
when you move through, it'll
move with you, and then also if you throw a grenade into it, that explosion will cause the smoke to dissipate away from there, causing there to be holes in the smoke. You can even shoot through the smoke and see bullet holes and see through the smoke. It's phenomenal looking. There's even a clip that they have that was really cool. It's just like some random like trapezoidal shape in like a wall, and they throw a smoke into it, and the smoke fills the wall like a snake.
Yes, I just saw that part.
I've never seen anything like this before in a game, and it is so fucking cool. So I'm excited. Really good. I'm so excited about this and getting back into Counter-Strike because I have so many hours in this game. Let me double check and see because I have it on Steam.
Summer 2023.
I have a total of 996.3 hours in this game.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah, I'm 4 away from 1,000.
You might have to just go play it for 4 hours just to break 1,000.
Yeah, I kind of have to.
You have to do that.
I got it. Either that or just like open the game one night and leave it open for 4 hours or something.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for this. There's a couple people both in our Discord and another Discord that I'm in that are also excited for this, and it's coming summer 2023, so right around the corner.
Yep. I love Valve, yo.
Yeah. Somebody was in the comments of one video and they were like, "This isn't real. Valve doesn't make games." I was like, he's out of line, but he's right.
I just love Valve because they keep their head down and then just pop up with some world-stopping shit every time.
And then it's like coming out like soon as fuck. They're just like, "Oh yeah, here's some crazy shit that you've never seen before. Also, it's coming really soon."
Love
fuck Valve. I'm excited.
You should be. Looks good. All right, next up, yo. You're next.
I'm next?
Yeah, just
read you did that one. That's my bad. I'm inebriated. Next up, CLD posted a look at the new suit for Robin in Titan Season 4. This suit looks fucking phenomenal. I love the Bat Family. I've fallen off watching this show, but I now have recently procured a HBO Max account. So, I'm about to go watch this shit and binge the fuck out of it. I finished all of Season 1, and I liked it a lot. And apparently, according to CLD in the chat, Season 2 is the best so far. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing this and seeing Tim Drake portrayed in live action, just because he never really has been before. So that's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see that. Yeah.
Dope.
That's it. Bat Family.
Gotta love a good Bat Family. Next up. Now, did we not talk about this? I swore we did.
We mentioned that it would be a good idea if they did this.
But I thought we were like, how would they do it? And I feel like you were like, they should do it off the last Ronin.
I
Like you
might have said
mentioned it.
that. I don't remember what I say. I say
I
a
feel like
lot
you
of
said that,
things, and
and if you
some of
did,
them are right.
I feel like you said that for sure because I didn't say that.
Yeah.
And if you did, then you've properly like predicted this and the last story of the day. Anyway, I will read what I'm
I'm an
talking about.
oracle. Why don't I get paid more money? God
I don't
damn it.
know. Here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin is getting a third-person action RPG, AAA video game by an unnamed studio, likely a few years off from release. The title is inspired by the recent God of War titles. So many good things in one paragraph.
Yeah. That's exciting. The Last
Been
Ronin
reported by
story is
Polygon.
cool. It's a cool story. If you haven't heard it, go look it up. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. Just go do your own research and see why it's probably one of the best TMNT things that's happened in a while. Um, but yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. I would love to see this in like a God of War type engine where like you have to like master each different weapon
Mm-hmm.
and shit and like level them up, and then you get to choose which one you want to focus in more.
Right. I my only thing, and I said it in the chat, while I'm excited, it's really gonna come down to what studio is doing this.
Yeah.
That determines whether it's gonna be good or not. Like,
What's the studio that I'm thinking of? One second.
I've said it before, but I would not mind. I could see Rocksteady doing it. As long as it's the team that's doing the Arkham games, not the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad games.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch ain't bad.
I could see this being Ghost of Tsushima heavy.
Oh, that would be fire, actually.
So-
That's a better answer.
I had to Google it because I forgot who. Because I know that it was published by Sony, but like Sucker Punch like was the one who made it and whatnot. But I could see them doing so much justice to the TMNT
Yeah.
Last Ronin story. In theory, you could
Oh, it
honestly
works
just
so
copy
well.
paste it over to
Yeah.
the Ghost of Tsushima engine too.
It works so well with Sucker Punch. That might be the answer right there.
We predicted it here. Remember that. If it happens.
If it happens, I'm gonna come to you like, all right, what's tomorrow's lottery numbers? What are we doing?
6.
It's more than one number. What's the lottery number?
666.
We're evil now.
Yeah.
I feel like the obvious like go-to thing you would think because it says God of War would be Sony Santa Monica, but I don't
They
want it
could
to
do
be
it.
exact. They could definitely do it, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I want it to be exactly like God of War.
I
But
wouldn't
feel like
mind it.
they take liberties and not make it. I doubt they have it be 1-to-1. But it made me think of that because they definitely said we're done with. Well, they're at least done with Kratos, but
Yeah.
they're done with God of War after this one. They didn't feel the need to make it a trilogy.
Yeah.
And what if that's the team that picked it up?
I could see that happening. I would also just not even be mad if it was just like almost a carbon copy of God of War either. Like the same feel, but you're a turtle. I'm fine with that personally. That's just me though. But yeah, I'm looking
no
forward
doubt
to
that it
it.
would be great.
Oh yeah.
I really like your Sucker Punch thing though, because I said Rocksteady, but Sucker Punch I feel like is a better answer.
I did it. Next up in the news, big news story here. I'm gonna actually have to read some of the article here, so forgive me if I'm all over the place. But Fortnite Creative 2.0. If you have not been on TikTok today or any sort of social media, definitely go check it out because this is a lot of what's been posted.
This has been hitting me over the head with this news, and it's been blowing my mind.
It's honestly insane the stuff that's being done, but let's get into it and what it is. So pretty much Fortnite Creative has always been a thing where people that can go in and make their own game modes. There's been tons that I've played on stream, like death runs, the Dragon Ball Z modes where you're in the Dragon Ball Z world. There's a new one coming soon with Attack on Titan with the current Battle Pass event, obviously. But they just opened up with Unreal Engine 5 a new like separate app where you can make game modes and stuff and upload it to Fortnite and play it in game with an entire like ecosystem of like models and assets that you can import into Fortnite.
It's
So much,
crazy.
in fact, where you can literally play Call of Duty maps that are recreated in Fortnite, and you're just playing as your Fortnite character in Unreal Engine 5. Um, it is insane, some of
Mm-hmm.
the game modes that have been made from it.
They did a
Um,
Mario Kart.
there's a Mario Kart level that's completely remade. There's a first person horror game that has been made that has cutscenes built into it, third
Mm-hmm.
party music that you can put in as well, I believe. You can fully animate characters to do things. I saw at one point that there's also, I don't know if someone, it's just like an asset that's like a statue almost that's moving, but Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon was in one of them. And I'm just like, this is insane. There's so much stuff that this can like open up the game to, and I said it in I think our TikTok chat, but I feel like it's time to just admit that Fortnite is probably one of the like best games in a while
Oh yeah,
because
it's
of what
definitely
they're
going down in
doing.
history. It's impossible. It's for somebody to say it's not.
Yeah.
You would just have to kind of be a hater, like because even if I don't play it,
Hmm.
you have to respect it and its place
Yeah.
in gaming, like the way it's taken over
And
at
it's
a
insane.
rate that almost no game has before.
Hmm.
It's ridiculous.
But needless to say, the way that this is going to work, they currently have a couple levels out right now that you can go in and play. I don't believe it's in. I don't actually know because I haven't launched Fortnite in days, but there are a couple different projects that include Deserted Domination, Forest Guardian, and The Space Inside. The Space Inside is a first person one that I believe I sent you a video of,
Mm-hmm.
where there's like pretty much you're just making your way through like a really beautiful looking like space station that's also kind of a horror game.
Is that the one where he like opened the floor up and he went
Yeah.
down? Yeah, yeah.
There's also one called The Forest Guardian where there's like a giant dragon that shows up, which is fucking insane looking. And then Deserted looks like it's very much a zombie survival in like a Rust type environment situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very cool. Another one that was being made that I'm really excited about that I'm definitely playing tomorrow on stream. Someone recreated the OG Fortnite map from season 1 of the very beginning of the game. So you
Mm-hmm.
can literally play Fortnite from the beginning again, which has always been something that I've said is crazy that, you know, this game is ever evolving, so you'll never be able to play the first version of Fortnite ever again. And
Right.
I've said that multiple times, and how like kind of disappointing that is because like you miss out on stuff and like you'll never be able to experience it. But now you can, and that's crazy to me because the amount of nostalgia that I got from looking at like 2 3 videos of people going to the original Tilted Towers and
Mm-hmm.
fucking, I forget what the hell it was called. I'm not good at like location names, but like Loot Lake back in the day when it was actually Loot Lake. And I don't know. Needless to say, tune in to stream tomorrow for Figure Friday. If you're listening to this on Friday or on Thursday, because we're gonna be playing the fuck out of this. I think Ryan's hopping on, so we're definitely gonna be playing.
That's gonna
Um,
be crazy.
and I'm super excited to check this stuff out and see what it's like. I gotta look into it. I'll probably launch it tonight just to see, you know, if it's in the
Mm-hmm.
main game of Fortnite or if I need to download this Unreal Editor thing to play the stuff. But either way, super excited. Cannot wait to test it out.
Fortnite has become the video game.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of a Free Guy.
Yeah,
You know.
it's that
Yeah.
because it's a shooter slash Roblox slash dreams
Yeah.
slash like it's everything.
There's a really a part of me that's just like I need to convert Trenton away from Roblox just so I'm like, listen, Fortnite, that's where you gotta be, bud. You gotta be there. We said it
Well,
before we started recording. We gotta turn in the Robux for the V-Bucks.
listen, you can. It won't be hard now because he hasn't played Roblox in a while.
Gotta
Because
wean him off
Roblox,
of it. Yeah.
we kind of like Roblox. Kind of, first of all, he's still 7, so
Yeah.
it's like, and you know, people can put anything in Roblox.
Yeah.
So some of this shit that was coming across the TV was like, oh, okay, You probably you shouldn't be hearing that or seeing that.
Yeah. Entirely understand that.
There's no creative control, so like I'm like, sorry, man, I have to actually be a parent and not a video game fan.
Yeah.
And
But
stop
even
you for
as
a
like a
second.
video game fan, some of the stuff that they have on there that they allow is just like insane, you know?
Yeah,
Like they don't really moderate what's being made and what's
exactly.
being put out to the people that are playing it, which are 80 to 90% probably children. Like there's probably adults that play that game, which is fine,
Yeah,
but like it's a kids game more than anything else. So,
all they really need. There's no like barrier to entry. Like if there was a way I could turn on Roblox, and I'm sure there's some backdoor way to do it, but I can have on the parental controls on the Xbox, but not in the Roblox.
yeah.
If there was a way that you could set an age to all the things getting uploaded, so I could be like, he can't watch anything past this age range,
There
then we'll
might
be
be.
fine.
I don't know.
If there is, I haven't found it. So
We'll figure it out. We'll do some research and get back on that.
yeah.
But yeah, Fortnite's cool now, guys. It's always been cool, but fuck you. It's cool
But
now.
now
Again.
it's legit cool.
Hell yeah.
And you got to wrap it up with this next one.
Oh. So last week we talked about WB 2K23 and how there were some leaked files and stuff before the game came out. It might have been 2 weeks ago, to be honest.
No, that was last week.
But one of the things that was leaked was that in game, since this is the John Cena year, where they have like his career as like a separate campaign, there was a lot of different skins and different outfits you can get for him, including one where he's invisible and it's just his clothes on top of an invisible body. And one of them was an action figure. And I said that they should do something where there's a code that gets included with an action figure that you buy in store that then gives you this in game. Similar to with Destiny 2, how you would buy those like ghosts that were always on the shelf in the video game aisle of Target that nobody fucking bought. And you would get like, a little in-game cosmetic code when you got your ghost. Turns out that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I fucking called it a week before it was like announced, just because the file was like, found.
I tried to offer pushback and the internet said, nah, son, he's right.
Yeah. Because you were like, well, how would that work? And I'm like, listen, man, it would work because it's John Cena. You could sell 1 million John Cenas. And needless to say, I'm going looking for that John Cena because I want John Cena in the fucking game, bro. I don't want the figure, but I want the figure in the game.
Right. I want the fake figure.
Yeah, exactly. I want the 3D NFT John Cena figure.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. I don't understand when I predict shit like this because I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, at some point, I gotta get paid for this, Like, I should be like with like a glass mirror ball, like Madame Zeroni from fucking Holes, and just like, you will carry me to the mountain and feed and make me drink the water.
Like, you're the way you're calling, like, how many predictions have you gotten right on this show?
I've lost count, man.
People are listening. They're bugging the show.
God damn it.
Those guys know what's up.
Those guys have all the good ideas. If we just listen to the podcast and don't pay them.
Yeah. I swear if the sucker punch thing happens.
Sucker Punch makes the most sense to me. It would just make the most sense, but also Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog?
They could. Uncharted.
I guess.
Similar engine. Kind of like the Lord of the Rings Gollum game that looks like shit that's coming out soon.
Naughty Dog did that?
I think that's Naughty Dog, right?
I don't know.
Well, no, like it looks like Uncharted. I don't think Naughty Dog did it. I think it just looks like Uncharted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I posted a video of that in the other Discord that we're both in, and it looks bad.
Yikes.
So, that's just me. That's my opinion. But that's all we got for the news for you this week. Boop. Back to the regular selves. We're not Mario and Luigi anymore. Do we have any questions this week? I don't think we do.
Nope.
We haven't had any questions in
no one needs to know
multiple weeks. Yeah. It's been a month almost since we've had a question. God damn. So hop in the Discord and ask us a question. It'll be in the description down below, or ! Discord in the Twitch chat if you're here live with us. We appreciate you guys for hanging out and being live with us.
We do.
This is, the second week in a row we've done an early podcast. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Look at us.
We got to keep this going. Yeah, look at us.
Look at us.
Doing the good old
crazy.
Look at doing our service.
Hell yeah. But I'm going to go eat some cold Chinese food because cold Chinese food is always better. And while I go do that, make sure you guys follow us on Save Letter B number 4 Quitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
All on them titty things.
Them titty things.
Touch on them titty things if you want to find us.
You can also go over to our website, savebeforequittingfullyspelledout.com, where you can pick up some merch items, watch the Twitch stream from there, see our Twitter feed, and also Patreon. Patreon.com/Save Letter B number 4 Quitting. 2 extra podcasts a month where it's just us shooting the shit. Check out this past week's episode where we dive deep into life.
We do. It was a cathartic episode.
Yeah. It was also relaxed. It was like the first podcast, but we were also in person. That was another thing.
Yeah.
So that helped a little bit. But
I didn't have a voice.
You didn't have a voice. We recorded a game, and then also like the way that we recorded was like relaxed. Like we were like chilling in the seats, which I liked that more. Like as opposed to the main podcast where we're like, "Hello, we're newsies."
Like, yes, hello.
Get your papers and throwing the news.
Join us when we let our hair down. More Chris than me as we get relaxed on those other recordings. Yeah, your hair's down like a motherfucker. Hey, look, my hair's down. This is how I let my hair down. I just pull my beard down.
I can't leave it like this. This is uncomfortable. I hate it. All right. But before you let your hair down, make sure you always
save before quitting.
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Post-credit scene automatically happens when we're live. Here we are. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Doing the after credit part.
Yeah. I definitely missed all of the chats. Yo, what's up, Yuki? What up? I did notice that, thank you for banning the, there was a bot in the chat. There was like,
you want some promotion? Get you some followers.
I'll promote you to mine, Mom.
I don't know why it's Goldar from Power Rangers.
Rita! Rangers!
That's pretty good.
What else was in here? They were talking about,
they were talking about a new Girl Scout cookie. What's it called?
Toasty is the good Girl Scout cookie.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like kind of how he said it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch Girl Scout cookie. It looks like a little piece of French toast, but it's a cookie. It's really good.
Dude, I've been making TikTok recipes of like protein snacks. I sent you the one.
You did, and I bookmarked it.
So I made that. I've made 3 so far. The first one was a giant protein cookie with rice cakes. So you take 3 rice cakes, break them up, 150 grams of Greek yogurt, scoop of protein. What else was in it? Cacao if you want chocolate. And then sweeteners, which use less sweeteners than the recipe calls for. Trust me. And you just like make this mush. It's like goop. And you put it on a parchment paper and you make this big cookie about this big. Put it in the freezer for like 3 hours and it's delicious. I made mine with pink Nesquik. Oh, that fucking pink flavor, that strawberry with the fucking bunny, the bunny of Nesquik. That's great. Then I made, what was the next one I made? Brain fart. Well, I made a cheese Danish one. That was the next one I made.
Cheese Danish, that sounds interesting.
So you just take a piece of keto bread, you take off the crust, which I left my crust on because I'm a fucking adult. And
you let them know, Chris.
Yeah. You make like a dent in the center, like a hole, but like it's still there, like you're just like pushing it in. And you mix together Greek yogurt again, egg whites, and cinnamon and something else, and you make that mixture up with some protein as well, and you pour it in the center and you bake it in the oven. There's no cheese whatsoever, but it has the same exact consistency as a cheese Danish, and it was fucking delicious, and it was so good. And then
sounds really good.
What was the other one I made? It was one more. Fuck. My brain is insanely farting right now.
It needs that Chinese food.
I really haven't eaten anything today besides Wendy's, which is not good. There was another one I made, and I can't remember it now. Oh, waffles, protein waffles I've been making. I got a little waffle maker for $5 in the Walmart clearance section.
Yeah, when you showed me that, we have 2 of those because we got them so that Trenton can make his own waffles in the morning.
They're so good. Like,
Yeah.
the only thing that sucks is that the cleaning is shit. Like, I had to use a Q-tip to like get in between some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because like you can't just like I wish you could take the thing out and like the hot plate area and like put it in like a dishwasher. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like just like
that would be great.
Yeah,
actually.
I assume that that's probably a thing for like expensive models, most likely. But I got it for $5, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been making so many fucking protein foods and shit, and they're so good.
I got I ordered some new protein, like some new gyms. I've been investing in like my workout stuff lately, so like I ordered some pre-workout and it's like a new protein powder from this company because I literally was googling like, okay, best rated 2023 protein powder pre-workout, weighing my options, going on and like cross-checking with Amazon reviews. Like I'm gonna get down to the perfect one for me to buy, right? So I found this one and it came in all the usual protein powder flavors, but they had cinnamon French toast flavor. And I was like, ooh, it came yesterday. I drank it. I took my pre-workout today for the first time. Forgot what company that's for, but it was like stimulant free. So it's not like that high caffeine, super tingly feeling, but it'll give you like a good boost.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get like, I wanted something that would boost me, but not have all the bullshit in it.
Boost without the bullshit.
Boost without the bullshit. That's a good name. So I got that, and I tasted the protein when I got home. You know, cinnamon French toast. How could you go wrong? That shit tastes like ass. But now I have a giant tub of it, so you
gotta get through it.
So I'm gonna get through it.
Damn. There's one that I've heard is amazing. ISO 18, I think. But it's Fruity Pebble flavor, and it's phenomenal.
Try that.
Like, it's got Fred and what's his name, Barney on it. Yeah, they're on the the bottle themselves. Like, hey,
oh, shit, we got the real people.
Hey, Fred. You know,
Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie, you're trying to get jacked.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a waffle iron cleaning spray. What? How does that work?
Like it melt the food off?
I mean, the food isn't it's just the fact that it's like in the recesses, you know, like getting it out with like a paper towel is a bitch. So I had to use like a Q-tip, you know, so it's like, you know, just get it out. But I will say it is awesome though when I'm making the waffles because the waffles have like egg white in it. Yeah. So I'll make them and sometimes, you know, you put too much in because you're dumb and you don't have like an exact amount, so it leaks out the sides. But when you unplug it and you're done, it's still hot, so it cooks the goop that's on the outside so that it becomes a solid, so you can just go and it just like flies off. I fucking love that shit. That's so fucking satisfying, dude. It's so good. It's the little things where you're just like, and it's just gone, and then I'm like over here with a fucking Q-tip getting out like all the little bits. But yeah, I also took breakfast sausage and put it in there because I was like, I gotta cook these up real quick. And I just fucking held it down with the might of Zeus, and they came out looking gross and like wrinkly because it had the waffle texture on it. But they were so good because they had the crispy outside, you know, like
like a crispy
with like the nice
outside.
Dude, I'm so fucking hungry.
All right, listen, this has been your food segment of the show. Your food/workout segment. We said we were going to do that. So this is our workout segment of the show /food section.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you need to go fill your food section.
I do with need your to food. Do that. Yeah. And then play Overwatch probably till 1 a.m. and then switch over to WWE.
Sounds like a plan, dog.
It really does. That's my life now. I'm an Overwatch player. That's my career choice now.
An Overwatchman. What's the name of this episode again? We said like 3
It
titles.
might
I
be
don't remember.
Sugar Mouth 2.
It is Sugar. That's right. That's right. That's it.
It might be Sugar Mouth 2. Did we do a Sugar Mouth 2?
No, we didn't. The only things we have a sequel to are Off the Rails.
This might be Sugar Mouth 1.5 because I don't think we dove too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were deep, but not deep enough.
We talked about a lot in the front, and then we talked about this stuff at the end. I guess we didn't go. How did
Sugar Mouth Sandwich.
Nah,
because all the actual content's in the middle, but the Sugar Mouth stuff's on the outside, like an Oreo.
Sugar bread.
Sugar Mouth Oreo sandwich.
People aren't gonna know this is a video game podcast.
No, not at all.
Titles of like, the fuck is this show?
Yeah, we just hear
Oreo. It might just be Oreo sandwich because of the cookie thing we talked about. Yuki said Oreo sandwich in the chat.
That works, yeah. Pillsbury croissanto in those, but that's like a lot of carbs. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying, bruh. But I think that's all for us today, guys. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting, being here for the live recording. I will be back here tomorrow, live with Fortnite, most likely. I also kind of want to play that dinosaur game. We got to download that.
I downloaded it. That's right. I have that.
You busy tonight?
I could probably do something around. It would be probably like after 9:30, 10 o'clock, though. I mean, you'll be up.
I will, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Predictable. Yeah, I mean, either that or in theory we could do the weekend at some point too.
True.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna play that game because it's interesting, the reviews I'm hearing from it. It's not good by any means, but I'm hearing it's not as bad as people are saying it looked in the beginning.
What's it called? Oh, Exoprimal.
Exoprimal. Yeah. I also just really want to play a dinosaur, and it reminds me of Dino D-Day mixed with Anthem. So we should just play Dino D-Day. That's what we should really just do.
We've been talking about it long enough. We need to play.
It was $1 on Steam, so great game.
Can't beat that price.
Can't beat it. It's a deal.
It is.